So while I'm shuffling, Sakana Stack, what does it mean? Well, stack means because you're putting stacks in front of you in order to gain points to win the game, right? Oops, that was not very good. Not the best shuffle of my life. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm bringing you my preview of Sakana Stack, a game by Huff No More and designed by Mike Pecci and Joss Pecci. This is like a little ladder climbing, following, hand shedding, card shedding game. The type of game we have seen before, but there are quite a few interesting changes here that I would like to showcase to you today. When they contacted me if I wanted to cover this, I was first a little bit reluctant because it's a game that starts at 3 players, goes up to 5, and I usually don't cover games with like 3 players and up, right? Usually like soloable games or like pure solo games or maybe games for 2 players and up. But they have added a 2-player mode since then, and also I was really interested in the game, so I thought, you know what, I definitely want to cover it. I'm happy that I'm doing it now. So before we start, as usual, get yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. Very, very good. So, Sakana Stack, let me just show you around a little bit. So let me just open the box. There we go. So you see, it's like all in this like small handy box here. We have some rules here. These are prototype rules. Also, this is a prototype copy. Keep that in mind, okay? Especially the rules will be changed for the production copy or for the campaign on Kickstarter. And here we have the cards. That's it. You just have a deck of cards with like numbers from 1 to 10. You don't need all of them in a 3 or 4 player game, depending on your player count. I will get to that in just a moment. And you have like 5 different suits, I think, 5 or 6 different suits. And also, then there are the player aids here for all 5 players, right? That you can use to just have the must-follow rules, the catch of the day, how passing scoring works, and how the round ends. All right, let me put that all aside. So, how I structured today's video is like this. I will just show you the rules and show you how a 3-player game would work. And in order to do so, I've enlisted the help of Cosmo and the pug, Sir Henry. Sir Henry and Cosmo will just help me play the game because I can't play it all by myself. So sometimes I need a little help for that. All right, let me just put them up here. I think that works. All right, so to set up the game, what you do is you check like how many players you are. For 3 players, you choose 1 cards in the numbers 1 to 8 for each suit. That should already be the case here. And then for 4 players, you also add the 9s, and for 5 players, you also add the 10s. You will only play a 3-player game now, so the 9s and the 10s will just be removed from the game. We don't need those at all at the moment. And then we just shuffle the cards. Let me just give them a quick shuffle. Just like that. You see, they also have like this cool background here, very colorful with all the fish. So while I'm shuffling, Sakana Stack, what does it mean? Well, stack means because you're putting stacks in front of you in order to gain points to win the game, right? Oops, that was not very good. Not the best shuffle of my life. And Sakana, I hope I'm getting this right, but this is like a specific kind of fish dish or way to prepare fish, I think. Something like this, but nowadays, like over the years, it's something very traditional, but over the years, Sakana is often referred to as just fish, right? It's just a word for fish, and that makes sense because we are having just a lot of fish in our hand in just a moment. All right, there we go. Let me just give them a cut. That works. And then you distribute cards to all players. In a 3-player game, everybody gets 10 cards. So let me just do that. Then you take the stack of cards, put them like in the middle where everybody can reach them, and turn over the top card. That's the catch of the day. I will get to that in just a moment. And then each player should just sort their cards. Let me also do that. And then you just determine a starting player. There are lots of ways to determine the starting player. I have one very good suggestion for you. You just pull out a game, such as Black Angel, something quick and easy, right? And you just play that game. Whoever wins here is the starting player. I think that is a pretty good way of determining the starting player. So let's just imagine that I won. And how we now play is that you put down cards in front of yourself, right? And you always need to put down a stack. And the stack just means cards with the same value. So I can put one card down, that's enough, with a specific number. I can also put 2 cards down. Important is that they're all the same number, right? We're not doing any runs or whatever. We're just doing sets of the same number. So 2 2s, 2 3s, right? Just 1 8. That's all fine. I can do all of that. What I can also do is when I place a card down, I can use the catch of the day. I can take this one and also add it to the hand I'm playing. I cannot just play the catch of the day. I always need to place at 1 card from my hand at least, and then add the catch of the day if I want to. And you know what? I'm just going to do that. 2 once. Why not? Let me just do that. Then you turn over the catch of the day again, and it's the next player's turn. Now it'll be Cosmo's turn. Cosmo is now trying to either beat my number here, so either also have a score of 2, because 2 once, that equals 2, right? Or a higher score. Important is the bottom card that Cosmo plays needs to be the same number or color as my top card of the stack here, right? So it needs to, like the bottom card needs to be a 1 or it needs to be pink. What Cosmo can do is say, well, I can play a pink card, that's fine. And there will be 2 now, that's fine. But Cosmo is also going to take the catch of the day and make 4 out of it. What does that mean? Well, there are 2 things that could happen. Either Cosmo just plays the same number and then all cards just keep lying there. That's fine. If Cosmo plays that, then the number is higher than the last stack. That means the last stack is lower and gets discarded. Let me just discard them here like this. And now it would be Sir Henry's turn. Sir Henry would now also try to beat the stack of Cosmo. So the bottom card needs to be that yellow card, that fat fish there, or a 2. So yellow card, we have one right here. That will be fine. So either playing that 4, that's the same number, but Cosmo wants to, of course, beat that stack. So it's going to play the other 4 as well. 2 4s, that's 8. That means higher than that stack. So that stack gets discarded. Now it's my turn. Now I need to try to beat the 2 4s. Can I do it? I need, usually you would say, yeah, it's easy, right? 2 6s. No, not really, because I need a purple card or a card with a 4 at the bottom. I need to include it. I don't have a purple card, I don't have a 4. But the stack of the day is a purple card, right? I need that, so I can take the stack of the catch of the day. Remember, you need to play a card from your hand, but I have that. I do have an 8, right? So that's the stack I could play. That means now it's higher than Sir Henry's stack, so these get discarded. It's now Cosmo's turn again. So we just keep playing that game like this, right? So Cosmo now needs to think. Okay, we need a card like this. Only 1 is 7. 2 7s would be 14. But that is 16. That's not enough, right? So no matter what Cosmo does, Cosmo is not able to beat my hand. That means a few things happen. First of all, Cosmo gets to take the catch of the day into their hand. Okay, that's just a freebie, right? Cosmo just gets to take that hand, gets to take that card, and I need to remove the top card of my stack and put it face down in front of me, and that are now points for the end of the game. Each card is worth 1 point at the end of the game. So I just got my first point, right? And then it's the next player's turn, right? So this card stays there, right? Because we already removed the top card. Cosmo just went, couldn't go. So now it's Sir Henry's turn, same thing. But now there's only an 8 left, right? It's not 16 anymore because I scored that card, right? So it's only just 8. So Cosmo's just checking here. Oh, okay. Cosmo could go all in, right? Cosmo could, for example, take the 6 here and these 2 6s. That would be 18. That's really hard to beat. And that's not a bad thing to do. Why is that? Well, every time you cannot beat it, Sir Henry will get points, right? So Sir Henry's going to do that. Put that as the bottom card here. And also 2 more 6s, right? We are not going to talk about the meaning of that number, but that's 18. That's only 8. So beat my stack. My card is going to be discarded. Okay, now I have to beat 18. That's going to be pretty rough. Let's see. I definitely cannot do that, right? No matter what I do, I can't do it. Also, I need to put that eel or that blue card also in here. I don't even have that. I have one here with a 5, so that's not going to work. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the catch of the day. That's it. And Sir Henry can score 1 point. All right, it's Cosmo's turn. And we continue like that. How long do we continue like that? Well, 2 things can trigger the end of a round. Either when one player has shedded the entire hand of cards, and if that happens, then Cosmo can still bank bank their stack as points, and everybody else's stack who isn't like eliminated by their stack can also be banked as points, right? The second way to end a round is when the draw pile has been exhausted twice. After it's been exhausted the first time, we just take the discard pile, we reshuffle it, put it down as a new draw pile, and the second time the round ends. Everybody can bank their piles in front of them, their stacks in front of them, and that's it. So let's just continue playing the round. Let's just finish that up. So we need a 6 or a yellow one at the bottom with a 12 at least. We could have 10 here. We could have 21, but no 6 and no yellow one. So Cosmo cannot do anything. It's going to take a card, and Sir Henry can score that. And now something else happens. It's now Sir Henry's turn, right? But Sir Henry has a stack in front of them. So what happens now is that Sir Henry can bank the entire stack in front of them. It's just only one card, but it could be more, and put it down, right? And then Sir Henry can play more cards, and Sir Henry's going to go all out. Look at this, with the catch of the day going up to 24. Oh, that's going to be hard to beat for me. I think I can hardly do that. No, I'm not able to do that, even with the catch of the day. No, I'm not able to do that. So I need to take the catch of the day, do nothing, and Sir Henry can bank another card. All right, it's Cosmo's turn. Bank to 8. That could be possible, but we need a green card or shrimp, like an 8 at the bottom. We only have that shrimp card here, which is a 4. So that would be 8. That's not enough. So again, take the catch of the day, and Sir Henry scores the top card, and Sir Henry will also score this card because it's his turn and still cards in front of him. All right, so yeah, he will just continue like that. So which one to play? Well, let's just do it simply. Let's just play 2 5s. Let's see what happens. So now it's my turn, right? So now I have to put a purple one at the bottom or a 5, and I'm not able to do that again. No, I'm not able to do that again. Wow, I'm doing really bad this round. Well, that's the way it is, I suppose. And how about Cosmo? I think Cosmo can do it. Yeah, Cosmo has a lot of cards. So we'll put a purple one down at the bottom, right? Because that's the top card here. And then add 2 more cards. That's 21. These are less. Get discarded. Okay, not bad. All right, I've just now fast forwarded to the end of the round because Sir Henry has shed all their cards from their hand, right? So no cards left anymore. That means we now would also score our stacks in front of us, but we don't have any in front of us. So now we just score our points. Now Cosmo is scoring their points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 points. Sir Henry has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And I only have 3. That was a very bad round for me. So we record those points and then we start a new game. We play as many games as there are players, so we will play 3 games, and at the end of the 3 games, we just check who has the highest score. And that is pretty much how you play Sakana Stack. So it's quite a simple game, right? But it does have a few intricacies and a few ideas that I haven't seen in other games so far. All right, but how do I like the game? Well, let me tell you, the theme of Sakana Stack is pretty cool. While it could technically be any theme, it's definitely better than just blank cards, right? One positive aspect is the artwork. The simple drawings and really straightforward colors just really draw me in. They're very neat and I like it. Sakana Stack takes a familiar premise that has always worked well and adds a few new ideas that I really appreciate. This makes the game feel both familiar and new at the same time, which is something I really like. My favorite new mechanism is the catch of the day. It's a clever mitigation mechanism, especially if you're struggling to get the cards you really need. But more importantly, it changes how you play your card, since you don't want to have a card with the same color on top. This drastically changes the value of the catch of the day for the next player. It's truly a clever mechanism. The new additions, how you set up your stack and follow other players, are also really well done. They're simple to understand, but give you plenty to think about as you play your cards. I also like that they're adding a 2-player mode, and from what I've seen so far, it looks pretty legit. The game allows you to employ all kinds of strategies. For example, lower cards can become really strong later in a round, when specific colors have been played a lot, since other players may not be able to follow. There's a lot of depth to this simple game. There are even more things you can think about. You could, for example, also just not play a card, although you could, and just take the catch of the day to complete like a set you have in your hand and make your later rounds much stronger. And there are many more strategies you can employ, adding like to the depth to this really simple game. Another bonus is that the scoring is really simple and streamlined. You're not like counting together numbers. You're just counting your cards and that's it. There isn't much I don't like about the game. The rulebook could be a little bit better, and so could the card quality, but both are decent. And also the rulebook will be improved for the campaign, and the cards have a very decent quality for the type of game it is. It's totally fine. Also, don't forget that this is a preview copy after all. All in all, Sakana Stack is a really cool little game. I like the applied theme and artwork, the way it takes well-known mechanisms and breathes new life into them, and it's a game with a simple mechanism but also with challenging decisions to make. The added 2-player mode and the neat little package really round this off nicely. Well, if you liked what you saw here today, check out the link in the description of this video where you can check out the game yourself. I hope I could showcase the game the way it deserves. Well, congratulations, you made it to the end of my video. Thank you all for your support, I appreciate it. A special shout out to my generous patrons, with the biggest thanks to Thecos and Reinhold for supporting me at the highest tier. You can support me by watching, liking and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and join my Discord server to hang out with me and my wonderful community. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video or on my Discord server. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers!